Alrighty, good evening. So this is what our lesson for today we did during the Zoom meeting. So this is just for as a review or for any of us who weren't able to make it. So we have the life cycle of a ladybug, and just to give some quick information, remember we've been talking about ladybugs and that ladybugs are insects, right? They're part of this group called beetles. And we said all insects, right? They have 6 legs, 2 antennas or feelers. They have 3 body parts: head, thorax, and the abdomen. And the ladybug has other parts too, which we've been talking about as well. So they have spots, they have a hard shell, they have a soft wing, hard wings and soft wings. And we've been learning all about that. So now it's time to see what the life cycle of a ladybug is. And we're going to listen to this little song right here.
Search for Ping Pong on YouTube. Ping Pong.
That's running. Now Ping Pong is running.
Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly up high in the sky. Hey, lucky ladybug.
Fly down low in the garden.
Hey, lucky ladybug. Little lucky black spots. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly with your red wings. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly up high in the sky. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly down low in the garden.
Hey, lucky ladybug.
Little lucky black spots. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly with your red wings. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug.
Oh, so cute.
He gets it.
Enjoyed the video.
And then we begin with the first stage of the butterfly life cycle. And we have the eggs. So here the mom ladybug is going to lay many yellow eggs on the bottom of a leaf, and usually she is going to find a place where they have aphids, because aphids is the ladybug's favorite food to eat. Okay, so the mom is always taking care of the little babies. So she has to make sure that when they hatch from the egg, right, they have something to eat. So don't forget our first stage, number 1, is eggs. Our second stage is called larva, the larva stage. So after a few days, a larva will hatch from the eggs, okay? And this larva looks like little worms. So we have a picture right there of a real life larva eating the aphids.
And also a larva is like a baby insect.
Yeah, so a larva is the baby ladybug. And they begin to eat right away.
Yes.
And as you can see in the picture right there, there's a little aphid right there. So yum, yum, yum. As soon as they hatch, they're super, super hungry, just like the very hungry caterpillar. So don't forget, stage 2 is larva, and now we're going to go to stage 3, the pupa stage. So in this stage, the larva grows and molts. So molting just means that they're changing its skin, okay? So they're going to change their skin a couple of times before it's ready to actually be a pupa. So in this stage, you can see the little bug right there, it will become a hard outer shell. So you can see the little pupa there, it's staying still, it's not moving, it's in the hard shell waiting to become a ladybug, a full-grown ladybug, okay? So don't forget, this is stage 3. So stage 4 is the ladybug. Okay, so this is number 4. A few days later, the outer shell opens and out comes a ladybug. Okay, so don't forget, just like here, we have the little pupa's case. The ladybug came out from the case. And as soon as it comes out, they're usually yellow. They will not be red. And don't forget, we said that they could either be red or orange. They're yellow when they first come out of the pupa case. And they will not have any spots. Their spots will actually take a few minutes to appear after they come out. Okay? So that's the 4th stage. So don't forget, we have 4 stages in the ladybug's life cycle. We have the egg, the larva, the pupa, and the ladybug finally. Okay? And now let's read this story. It's called The Life Cycle of a Ladybug. So here we have the life cycle, we have the contents, and we are going to be reading through the story. So it says ladybugs are insects that live in forests and fields, and there are more than 4,000 kinds of ladybugs. And actually in our Zoom meeting, we had one of the little boys who showed us different kinds of ladybugs from a book that he is reading. So we had different kinds of ladybugs. But don't forget, there's so many kinds. There's 4,000, okay? Let's see. It says ladybugs grow in stages. The stages of a ladybug's life cycle are egg, larva, pupa, and adult, which we just went over, and we will learn a little bit more information from this book. So it says the female ladybug lays the eggs on the underside of a leaf, and the eggs look like yellow jelly beans. The larva grows inside an egg. The egg becomes darker as the larva grows. The egg breaks open and the larva twists out the egg breaks open and the larva will come out of the shell. So there we have the little larva. Ooh, the little black ones. Then the larva rests, right? After it comes out, it has to make sure that its skin is dried and hardened. And this ladybug larva has a long body, 6 legs, and sharp jaws. So that way it uses its jaws to eat the aphids, right? And it says also that these tiny green insects, the aphids, they move slowly. So that's why it's easy for the larva to catch them. The larva eats about 30 aphids a day, and it grows quickly. So the larva's skin is too tight for its body, then this is when it has to start to molt, right? So the larva molts and the skin splits open, so that way the larva crawls out and the larva gets a new skin. So it's just shedding the skin that it has to fit its body now. And it does this a couple of times. So it says the larva eats and grows and it molts again. The larva molts at least 3 times. So it has to molt at least 3 times before it actually goes to the next stage. The larva stops eating when it is fully grown. It sticks its tail end and its body to a leaf and curls up. So the larva molts for the last time. It changes into a pupa. So this is when the case is going to surround itself in a case and it's going to harden. So it hardens, and this is the 3rd stage, the pupa stage. The case breaks open and an adult ladybug crawls out. Its color is yellow at first, so just like I mentioned before. So it's going to come out yellow first. The new adult rests for a day to let its wings dry up, and then it changes color. Meanwhile it's resting, it's changing color. So then now the ladybug is going to turn red, and it's going to officially have its black spots. The ladybug opens its wings and it flies away to search for food and mate. So after mating, the female is going to lay more eggs, and the tiny eggs are the start of a new cycle. So the life cycle is starting all over again. So don't forget, we have 4 stages: the egg, larva, pupa, and the adult stage. Okay?